Hello, welcome to the Quakes Motel. My name's Conan. I gave you the 606, I gave you the 808, I gave you the 909, and today I'm going to give you the 707/727. Let's jump in. So I'm not going to go into massive depth on the history of the 707/727. There's loads online about it. What I can tell you is the 707/727, which I'm sharing with you today, is recorded from an original machine in the studio where I grew up pretty much. Here's a picture of me in 1986 with hair and an Adidas tracksuit top. That's my mentor, John. He was my uncle, and he pretty much taught me everything that I know. I grew up in that studio. You can actually see the 707 in that picture. And a little bit of history about that studio. It was called the Steam Rooms. It was in Tower Hamlets in London. If you know The Sopranos, Alabama 3 that wrote the theme tune to Sopranos and recorded it, it was written, recorded and mixed in that studio. And Alabama 3 actually had one of the rooms in that studio, and we had a lot of fun, let me put it that way. And I was very, very lucky to learn my trade in that studio with my mentor, John. John was my uncle. My mum and dad were musicians as well. So from a very young age, I guess I must have been 6, 7 years old when I first went into that studio. And I started as a tape op in there, and I learnt my trade on that mixing desk in that picture. And that was the first professional drum machine that I got my hands on. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So please feel free to share this drum kit with everybody. It's got a bit of history. So as with my previous drum kits that I've shared with you, the 808, the 909, etc., I've done all of the heavy lifting for you, and I've set it up as a program in the MPC, so you can just load it into your MPC. If you don't own an MPC, the WAVs are in a separate folder, so you can use it in your computer or on any other sampling drum machine. So we'll run through the sounds. On bank A, I've got the 707, a couple of different kicks, snares. On bank B, I've got the 727, which was like a percussion drum machine or cartridge that you could put in the 707. .727 was actually its own drum machine as well, but you could put a 727 cartridge into the 707. Like I said, read up on it. Fantastic drum machine. It's kind of one of those sort of, not the one that everyone talks about, but when you hear it, you'll be amazed how many tracks you know that actually used it. Classic club tracks from the 80s, absolute classics. So, as I said, I've done all of the heavy lifting for you. We'll start off in Submix 1, which I've used as your bus, drum bus rather. And in Submix 1, I've basically done a drum bus setup for you with some compression, some EQ, tube drive, and MPC 60 on the end. You'll know how I tend to set up drum buses. Obviously, you'll need to tweak it. You know, don't just stick with it like this, but I've done the sort of main work for you, basically. So yeah, as I said, compression and EQ, and then into the tube drive and the MPC 60. Then on each individual channel, or each individual pad rather, each individual pad, each individual sound, I've added air channel strip, and I've done EQ for you and compression. Now I've set the compressor up for you, and I've set up the EQ for you, but I haven't like banged it out and set in stone what the sounds should sound like. I've just kind of like boosted the fundamentals on the low end sounds, rolled off the low end on things like the hi-hats and the snare drums. I've added a bit of punch to the snare drums. Most of the other sounds don't actually have the compressor even turned on because there was a bit of compression on the tape when it was recorded onto 456. So I haven't felt the real need to do that. They're pretty clean sounds. There's a little bit of tape hiss in there, which I haven't cleaned up. I've left that in there for you. So it really does keep that nice retro sound, but it is pretty clean. It's not like really gritty 8-bit or anything like that, but you can dirty it up as much as you like. Then what I've done is I've added a little bit of reverb on send 1 and a little bit of delay on send 2. Some of the percussion sounds have got some delay on it just to kind of stretch them out, like the bell tree has. With the sounds in terms of reverb, it was it was a big thing in the mid to late 80s to put reverb on drum machines. We all did it. You know that big like 80s drum sound. But I've been quite subtle. I have given you my Lindrum reverb that I set up on the MPC as the preset in there. So it's just, each individual sound is tweaked, basically. You can see, if you look at send one, so on things like the clap, that's got quite a bit on there, but it's very subtle. The kind of the Lindrum reverb that I set up was a very kind of subtle reverb anyway, but it's very 80s, and that's different for every single sound. The EQ compression is different for each individual sound, obviously, as well. But I have just basically put air channel strip on there. I consider the air channel strip, and I've said this in videos before, probably modeled on the SSL desk. So, you know, I've kind of EQ'd it in the way that I would an SSL, with the way that the curves are on an SSL. But like I said, nothing over the top, just literally a little bit of work just to kind of put you in the ballpark. So what we really want to get down to, what we really want to do is we want to make an old school house beat, don't we? That's what you're all crying out for. Conan, make an old school house beat. So that's what I'm going to do for you. You know Joe Smooth, Promised Land. Those toms. Actually, I'm not going to record those things. That'd be a bit too much. Let's put a little bit of a ride in there. Snare drum, French Kiss, Lil Lewis. So there you have it. Instantly recognizable sounds on the 707, 727. If you love your early house music, for me, it really holds a big place in my heart because I started DJing professionally in about 1987. Well, not about 1987. It was 1987. They were my first paid gigs. And it was all over the music that I was playing then. Joe Smooth, Frankie Knuckles, Lil Lewis, DJ Pierre, the early acid house stuff. And then into 1988, into the summer of love, things really, really blew up. And that's kind of when I really blew up as a DJ because I was one of the people playing house music. I was very, very lucky to be there at that time. And for me, a lot of people will say the 909 and the 808, but for me, 1988 was the year of the 707 because all of the big tracks that we were playing at parties and illegal raves, etc., around the UK, the sound of the 707 for me was the soundtrack of 1988. So please enjoy, get on that old school house vibe. Thanks for watching. This is the Croaks Motel. My name's Conan. Till next time.